Managing Money, a lesson for 5th grade mathematics. This lesson's objective is for the students to make a budget for their school lunch for the week and to not go over the specific amount given. The teacher will be giving an overview of the lesson to the students as follows. You have been told by your parents that for the whole week of school you are responsible for going to the store and buying your own ingredients for your lunches with a $20 bill. You have to make sure that you do not go over the $20 limit that your parents have given you for the week. You will be working with coins and bills to create a budget for your school lunches for 1 week. You will have $20 to buy all your necessary items. This includes food and drinks for the whole week. You will not be allowed to go over your budget, which is $20. We will also be going over the presidents listed on the coins and bills. This week, you will be given a vocabulary list to go along with the lesson. Once you have finished your budget, we will have a mock grocery store for every student to buy their items on their grocery list. There will be an attached budget worksheet for you to use to complete this activity. First, the teacher will give each student a copy of the budget worksheet. Next, go over the values of the coins and bills. Also, review the vocabulary to the students that they need to learn. Then, students will practice working with money by using the website abcyak.com. Finally, the students will participate in a mock grocery store setting at the end of the lesson, followed by a word list test. The vocabulary list will include words such as penny, nickel, dime, quarter, dollar, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Alexander Hamilton, Andrew Jackson, Ulysses S. Grant, Benjamin Franklin, Lincoln Memorial, and Monticello.
The first thing that the teacher will give the students is the budget worksheet, in which the students will be using throughout this assignment. The worksheet is where the students will be keeping track of how much money it will cost them to make their lunch for school for 5 days. On this worksheet, the students will keep a detailed list of everything they are going to need for their lunches and keep track of how much money they are spending. Each student is allowed to spend $20 on their 5 days' worth of lunches, but they have to buy all their supplies and not go over the allotted amount. We are going to just assume that the prices for each of the students' items already have tax calculated into the price. Each student will write down the specific item that they will need for their lunches in the column that is labeled Name of Food or Drink Item. Then they will look at the price of the item from a grocery store ad or one that the teacher has made for them, like the one that you are seeing right now with estimated prices. It might be kind of hard to find grocery ads with specific items on it, so the teacher may want to make one up herself with Once the student writes down the name of the item that they want to purchase for their lunch, they will put the price of the item in the column labeled Cost of Food or Drink Item. The student will keep doing this until they have everything they need for their lunches. Once the student has all their prices written down in the appropriate area, then they will add all the prices up in the right-hand column and make sure that they have not gone over the $20 allowed for the lunches. If a student has gone over the amount, then they will have to decide on what they will have to remove from their list in order to make themselves a good lunch. I will show you an example of what each of the students will be doing with their worksheet. The first thing that I'm going to do is pick an item off of the grocery ad that was made for this lesson. The first item I'll pick is a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread costs $1.50, and then a pack of ham with 5 slices costs $3.89. And of course I will need a pack of cheese that costs $2.29 for 5 slices. I will write each of these items down on my budget sheet, and then it will look just like this. The next thing that the students will do is add each of the items' prices together to see how much money they have spent. So I have spent a total of $7.68 for 5 sandwiches. This is how each student will keep track of the money they are spending on their lunch items.
To our mock grocery store. So you guys are going to go back there.
Do what?
And you're going to pick out which items you have.
Okay.
And you have to remember you only have $5.
Like this, right?
So we're going to work on our budget. So
What's your budget?
our budget, that's how much money you have. That's only you got $5. That's all you can spend.
What?
So we're gonna go.
Hey, hurry. This.
You want those?
Yep.
Okay.
$2.60.
Okay. Go ahead and write it down.
We got how many items?
Well, just remember you only have $5, so you can't spend more. So, is there anything else you like?
These.
Okay. Okay, write down the price.
$1.75.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Nothing in here. Okay. What's that?
That is
I don't know.
some yogurt.
It's got theory, doesn't it?
Yes.
0.75.
Okay. Add it. Okay. You
Calculator.
think you can afford anything else? That'll be it.
This is not this because there's nothing in there.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and add it up and see if you can afford all these.
$5. Is that right?
Exactly $5?
Yeah.
How much money do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Where's your other dollar?
I forgot. $5.
All right.
Is that right?
That's right.
I put 5.00.
Yep.
So did you have enough money?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good job, Cam.
You proud of me?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the week, there will be a vocabulary test given to the students. There will be all the words that we have discussed throughout the week, and they'll have to label what the pictures are and how much they're worth. And also, on the bills, they will have to name the historical figure or president on each bill. And spelling does count. There are 3 bonus questions. 1 is what building is on the back of the penny. 2, what building is on the back of the nickel. 3, which 2 of the men listed above were not presidents. Each question is worth 10 points. As I said before, spelling counts for half of each question, and bonus questions are worth 5 points each.
Lessons learned and future tips. This WebQuest lesson is an excellent way for students to learn about the currency of the United States in several steps. The different components teach and reinforce the value of money. We chose to create the WebQuest as a series of learning events leading up to the fun climax of the lesson. At the end of the lesson, the students engage in a real-life scenario at the mock grocery store. The students will not only go through the act of budgeting and purchasing, but will also be able to count their change and compare it to their budget by using Play Money. The supplies can be requested through the parents or purchased by the teacher. Play Money is fairly inexpensive at discount stores. The use of the website abcya.com will not only be engaging and makes learning about money fun, it also gives the students more experience with using technology to help them count money. This lesson encompasses all of the thought processes necessary for creating a budget and making the purchases. Grocery store and budgeting tools are not hard to find using internet sources. However, they may need to be revised to fit specific lesson plans. Our WebQuest taught us as a group that it is not difficult for a group of people to decide on a topic or lesson that they want to project on a WebQuest. It is a nice tool to use to sequence activities and utilize all of the attractions of audio, sound, and interesting sights. Not like the days of old where the projectors showed boring images of worksheets. Here's a tip. Use our WebQuest for a future lesson or create your own.